I like your idea of looking towards the future. And has that been where most of your thought has been as far as time traveling, or has there been any like thought experiments about going to the past?
Um, it's I think I trust me. There's times that I do get a little like freaked out by things that I think about, or you know what I mean, or
Right.
it's even just to think about. It's easy to think about how well because I've handed this book to people and who don't know me, like after comedy shows, and to see them open it and kind of sometimes get a little freaked out. Sometimes people laugh, but sometimes people get a little sort of like in their head about it.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to go around your whole life freaking everyone out. So that's like not a good thing to aspire to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, as for traveling to the past, I okay, because we do have physics to think about, and if we go to the past and change things, what will that mean for the present and the future? So maybe we can't do that, but maybe we can. Um, there's two versions of time travel that I think might become possible, um, and one is because there's so many experiments nowadays with like virtual reality, and I read people talking about how one day you'll be able to upload your consciousness to the cloud and that kind of thing.
Right.
Um, I think if we're able to do that, I think we'll be able to really plug ourselves into some sort of machine and revisit our own past.
Hmm.
And I think the benefit of being able to do that is we might be able to confront traumatic memories and kind of somehow create new memories about traumatic events,
Right.
not to erase them, but just sort of like, well, now we've created a different perception or reality of our past.
Sure. Well,
um,
in a way, they're kind of doing that with like the assisted MDMA
right.
therapy, where you can kind of recode how you see different things
Hmm.
in the past. And
Yeah.
I thought a lot about well, maybe not a lot, but I thought about with all the shows out there about like uploading consciousness,
Hmm.
and even if they can do that tomorrow, it doesn't really give me much peace, because even if you upload my consciousness, I'm still going to be conscious in this body, and this meat sack
Sure.
is still got to go.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so like, yes, I am going to, a version of me is still going to continue to live in the cloud and be super happy he can live forever and just go play pinball for a couple years if he wants to.
Right.
But this meat sack is going to be like, huh, I wonder what it's like over there.
No, true. But I also think that is you know technological advancements are so difficult because when you talk about like native technology users, their brains are just wired very differently. So it's
Hmm.
like that kind of thought is difficult for us because it feels new and foreign. But people who are born in that may not have a problem with the fact that, like, well, I don't get to experience that, but another part of me does. They might um, I also think that sometimes we do get used to so much bad stuff that we're afraid of anything good happening. So we try to, you know, talk ourselves out of um, being amazed by the things that will happen in our lifetime.
Right. Huh. Yeah. It's funny the different avenues I can see that you've went down thinking about the concept of having a time machine. I
Right.
mean, even like if your book, is obviously has a lot of humor into it. Like you could even have pages on meditate, so you're not traveling too far in the future.
Sure.
Listen to the song that you had that reminds you of a first love. Like all these things of how we do time travel in our lives, and it's
Right.
really the only thing that we have available to us now,
Hmm.
right? Like you can't even have a viewer and then go into the past and see things. And it's